Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Now that's well seen too. Nice sequence of passes this. Might be danger here. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Del Piero. Vieira. And here's Bale! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. And Messi! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Cafu. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Quarter of an hour played. Takes a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Bale, who is rarely short on confidence. And it's Marcelo. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bale. Cafu. Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Now it's Ronaldinho. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Son Heung-min. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a look and place it forward. Fermin. Now it's Bebeto. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Fermin. That's destined for the flank. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, they can break here. And it's Marcelo. And here's Son Heung-min. Otto spots it and intercepts. Played towards the other side. Ronaldinho gets into a good position.
South Africa always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it? Takes the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Goes for goal! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And South Africa take the lead. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Otto calmly anticipates. And now they can clear their lines. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Bebeto. Time and again they are repelled. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he can clear it away. Vieira. Cafu. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Ronaldinho. Cafu. Ambitious ball here. Ronaldinho picks it up out wide. And a chance! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Yaya Toure. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way for Bale! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Bale is offering a right smile there.
That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Milan trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And here is the first touch of the second half.
Milan can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cafu. Oh, perfectly measured that. Can he finish? And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
South Africa are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Big chance! Well, now it's a race for... Oh, what has happened here? Out towards the flank. Now here's the delivery. And he's straight offside. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That is good alertness. Driving forward. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but
He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And it's Lopez. Bale is wide and looking to get onto this. Real chance! No, he's missed it.
Substitution for South Africa. Number 7.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Messi coming on the
Great
field.
defending, strong and determined.
17, and a
Nicely
shaky
weighted
pattern.
ball.
Number 10, Neymar.
Neymar.
Substitution in progress.
And here's Pato. Howson wins the duel this time. Howson with the clearance. And it's Zico. The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Bale. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Engages and forces him off the ball.
they've got to make this nice and quick.
Not the most accurate pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Bale. And he's quick to get rid. Nicely spread. And this is Eto'o. Knocks it into space. There will be a throw-in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Del Piero. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
No, that's been intercepted. Costa Curta getting this one clear. And it's Del Piero.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Pull it. Piero. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Pato. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there's the clearance. South Africa clearly now in lead preservation mode. Neymar. That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And now they can clear their lines. Edmilson. And it's Zico.
There will be
Played
1
right
minute
into
at
his
a
path.
time.
It's Eto'o! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Can he stop it going out? That's that, the end. Milan were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Toure. Toure does really well there. He is strong. Now it's Del Piero. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help.
Oh, that's ambitious. Goes for the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Del Piero clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Desai spots it and intercepts. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Stam is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Great vision. And a shot! And he's done it! And we have liftoff!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now. Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Desai, pressing high and with purpose. Takes the shot!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Diving header! And he stuck it away! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Ronaldinho, foot in, and he can clear it away. And he's quick to return it. Another pass just keeps it ticking. It's Luis Suarez! Well taken goal. And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
South Africa have their lead. Conte. Vieira. This is a promising build-up. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Howson tries to clear. Doué. Now it's Hullet, and he's worked it through. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. And it's Vieira. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Thinks about the shot. Out for a throw. Suarez going after that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Eto'o. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is the end of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
Oh, what a mistake! Yaya Toure. And here's Suarez. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, such a clever touch.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Knocks it out wide. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's delightful. And they are prompt with their pressing. Shot a goal! And that is well cleared. That's going to go a long way. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Ronaldinho. And he's there to belt it away. Costa Curta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And a header! And that's a good finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
South Africa now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and
Luis Suarez! And he couldn't finish.
well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 11.
So we have movement on
Numero
both
24.
benches.
Numero 9. Eto. Numero 23.
Neymar going forward, and that could save. Great chance! And that's in! So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Gol per il Milan.
And it didn't take him long, just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Just one in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Nicely worked. Bayer getting this one clear, and that's been won straight back. And this is Bale. Zico. Now it's Neymar. Nice looking ball. He's found space here. That's been cut out, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look. And Del Piero! And that's a tidy finish. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Lopez. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's a pretty loose pass. Zico. Oh, he's found support out wide. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Del Piero. Oh, this looks sharp. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Costa Curta, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Bale. Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. Fermin. Now it's Bebeto. Knocks it into space. Zico! Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Bebeto might just make this. Yaya Toure. Vieira. Looking for the run. He won't be happy with that one. Edmilson. And that is as far as it goes. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running, simply they were...